Hey, I was going on YouTube channel, stars down again. Go hard, go home up in this piece. I got this video from I saw it on the channel called Urban Politics. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his name yet, but it's the first video that I think I've seen from him. So, but it's about what shaming passport bros proves to black men. Okay, so he's trying to make the case in this video, and I watched about 6 minutes of it so far, that passport bros being shamed only proves something else. That he gets to towards the end. I haven't heard what he said yet, but he's got some good points, y'all. He's got some good points, but I want to show this video to show that trying to do this talking with women is trying to come together and figure out what's going on thing and come to a conclusion. That shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's weakness to keep asking them to understand. That's just weakness because they don't care. That's the deal. That's what I get out of it with this whole thing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play this guy. We're going to see what he's talking about. Before I do that, y'all hit the subscribe button for me. I don't want no cash apps. Don't do no DMs. No doggone Patreons. Don't send me no money. I ain't never going to ask for no money on this channel because this information needs to be free. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Y'all hit that button for me. You want to do a donation for me? Be a subscriber. And that's all you got to do. And I'll work it out from there. I'm going to make sure everything gets free on this channel. Ain't going to be none of that money shit. So let's roll in here and see what this is. And guys, when y'all watch this and y'all listen to it, it's going to be very logical. It's going to say he sounds very logical. He's very logical. He's very calm. But the other side don't want to hear you. This is like going to being in a war, being told to surrender, and then going empty-handed to the other side to beg for mercy and try to come to when they're gonna probably just slaughter you. That's what that is. So this trying to talk about it and get together. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more in the end, but let's roll with this right now.
Hey, so I just got a question for all of the ladies out there hating on the passport bros, right? You don't like the passport bros for whatever reason. I just have a question for you. Do y'all at all really care about what these men actually want?
No.
And I ask that question because usually when you hear a woman talking about the passport bros in some type of derogatory way, she's usually saying that these guys are going to take advantage of these women. They're looking for less educated women. They're looking for women that they can manipulate, control, etc., etc. Always put in a negative context. And I think therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. See, like, these women refuse to care or concern themselves with what these men actually want. Now, before I even...
And that's why it's weakness to keep asking. It's weakness to keep trying to talk about it with them. It's weakness, like, to me, the whole manosphere is weakness. It's trying to talk and get a message out, just pearly things, and just try to get this as many women as we can, and maybe they'll listen. And oh no, that's loser shit.
Speak on it and just make it seem like it's all women's fault. I do understand that there are a lot of men who travel to South American countries, in particular because prostitution is legal in some of them. So they're going there to just fulfill some type of sexual fantasy. I do also understand that a lot of brothers didn't know, a lot of people didn't know that physically a lot of the women in some of these South American countries are physically built like a lot of black American women. Meaning what? That a lot of black men like fit women with nice physical features.
Okay, where's it going at right now? This right here. Most people ain't been outside of the damn United States. And that's the truth. That's what was happening to passport bros. Okay, I'd left the United States when I was 18, 19. And I had already been out of the country before. All right, from the time I was 19 to about 20 or 21 or 22, I lived in Europe, in Germany. Okay, And this is the same thing, not just with the South American and South and the Spanish countries, the Dominican Republic, and all this stuff that these guys are going to. The same thing is the same about Africa. If you watch the TV show if you watch TV in America, the only thing you see in Africa is kids with flies on their eyelids and them telling you you send $10. They don't show you the big ass cities and the nice beautiful women and shit like that. People don't even know that exists outside of here. The passport bro thing, I think, is more they getting pissed off because these guys are going to the Spanish countries. Wait till they start going to Africa. It's gonna be over. African women don't even think that American women are, they look at you like they look at them like fucking dumbasses. Wait till y'all go to Africa. Wait till that happens. But let's go.
And that there are also a lot of fit women with nice physical features in South American countries, okay? So when a lot of brothers come to realize that, now they need to go see it for themselves to understand and know what they've been missing, because obviously the media, the TV doesn't really show you too much of that world, okay? So I understand it from that perspective, and I do get that. But the whole other elephant in the room, the other aspect of the conversation is that a lot of these black men are saying, listen, a lot of black American women are just not wife-minded. Y'all not wife material. A lot of y'all are so emotionally damaged, and a lot of y'all also look down on traditional roles of femininity. And basically it goes just like this. A lot of these women minds automatically default to the most, because this is the real problem. The real problem is when you're dealing with an American woman, particularly an American black woman. A lot of their minds immediately default to the most negative possible outcome. So when you tell a woman that you're looking for a traditional woman who know how to be a feminine traditional woman, her mind immediately goes to a negative place. She immediately starts talking about, you know, well, I'm not going to just be popping out babies, and I'm not going to just do this. They immediately cop an attitude. It's like something's wrong with them. The way that they think is what is causing the disconnect. And so I think a lot of this just goes back to and relates to the idea that a lot of these people are realistically just selfish. A lot of these women are realistically just selfish, and they want what they
and don't care what you think. Don't just go with the selfish part. You got to understand, don't care what you think. That's the deal. And it's not a black problem. It's an American problem. I just see it's an American problem. But that's how we are in America. Nobody cares what nobody else thinks. Now it's just then like spilled over into the dating. Nobody cares what you think. You walking down the street, especially in the bigger cities, New York, like, hey, step over a bum. Give a fuck if he eating or not. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You over there, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. Well, I got mine. I don't care about you. And that's what it is. And now it's just spilled over into dating. Well, I want what I want, and if I don't get what I want, because here's the problem with the dating thing. Women have to get what they want up front. Men have to wait till later to get what they want from her. Once she's satisfied that she's going to get what she wants, then you get what you want. And as long as it's that way, bro, you're not winning in a situation where they then start caring what you think. You're not going to win in that one. That's what's making this passport bro shit even come to light anyway. There ain't no winning that situation in America. It is not. But I'm going to let this guy finish up some more.
They want. They're not concerned with what other people would want from them. And therein lies the problem, okay? I will put it just like this. Ladies, if you know of a black man, or you know that there are black men out there who are looking for wives, and they have not been able to find them within the black American community, okay? Why would you be mad that a brother is going to another place to find a woman, particularly a black woman, from another culture to make her his wife?
I'm going to answer his brother's question. They mad because these are the guys who are making some success out of themselves, who are actually getting some money. It's the same thing that back in the 80s, see, a lot of y'all guys is younger, some of y'all that watch my channel, 20-something, 30. I can see it on the little thing in the background there. It tells me how old y'all is. Back in the 80s, because y'all remember that. I'm 44. I remember that. Women was complaining. Black women in particular was complaining that first off, they were saying black men was broke. But then they said that when a black man got money, he got a woman from another doggone ethnic group. All right? This is just the same thing happening again. That's all it is. Just this time they're not bringing up the money. This time they want to see. They gave too much credit last time because they said, "Dang, it's the guys with money," and it's like, okay, you just bitching because you the guys with money don't want you. They won't say that this time. Now they're gonna call you dusty. Now they're gonna say that you're a child pornography or whatever the hell you are. You're some kind of freak, some kind of creep, some guy who wants to go do all this. That's what they're gonna say because they don't. If they tell the truth that these guys are the ones who got the money and shit. Yeah, okay, some guy's gonna be like, well, shit's cheaper over there. Nigga, you still gotta buy that goddamn ticket. You still gotta get over there and live, and then you still gotta get back here and make it. But when you know what I'm saying, when you get back here, you got to have money. Everybody's trying to downplay this, wants to downplay the money part of it. No, it's about having money. That's really what it is about. Otherwise, there'll be no complaint. There will be no complaint. If these guys were honestly, truly broke, there would be no complaint. 0, 0, 0. There would be no complaint. The problem is that these guys actually have some money. The problem is that some of these guys look good. Like they saying that, oh, these guys are ugly and all the junk. Not seeing some of them jokers, I'm like, yep, that joke ain't, If it's me and him standing in the room, they picking him. That's not a problem. The problem is they're losing an asset. And they can't do anything about it. That's the problem.
I don't understand why there would be a problem with that, because at the end of the day, American women have come flat out, especially American black women have come flat out and said openly, like, listen, I don't need a man, I don't need you, I got my own this, my own that, I don't need y'all. So why would y'all then turn around and make it seem like it's a problem when these men want to go and find women who want to be in more so traditional roles? I don't understand that. And the more I think about it, the more I realize how hypocritical and ridiculous it is. It's ridiculous. So again, ladies, I'll put it like this. When I started to hear about the divestment movement, when I started to hear that there was a number of black women who basically felt like black men were not even a good option anymore in terms of serious relationships that lead to a marriage. When I heard about that, I became curious. And I started to listen to these women, not to bash them, not to find out if they're all fake, flawed, and phony, but to try to understand what it was, if there was a thing that these women were looking for that they saw in other races of men that would make them better suitable partners in terms of marriage than black men.
Now, see, this to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a form of weakness. I ain't give a fuck when they said that shit. I already knew what it was. It was that junk that had nothing to do with them finding nothing better than other men. What it had to do was this right here. They wanted thugs and gangsters, rich thugs and gangsters. That's what they really wanted. That's what was happening back in the day, and they couldn't have that. You can't get that. Those things don't go together, because thug and gangster doesn't go together with being rich. Okay, maybe mobster, you know what I'm saying, but you don't got no mobs no more. You don't got no mafia. You know what I'm saying? This is just hood jokers on the street doing bullshit, unorganized bullshit. So that doesn't go along with rich. It's the same thing, like some guys want a woman who looks really good, is very intelligent, and a freak at the same time. Those things don't go to freaking together. You're either gonna get good looking and freak, but you're not gonna get intelligent. You're gonna get dumb or airheaded, or you're gonna get intelligent and good looking, but not so freaky. You cannot get the trifecta. That's people want the trifecta, and that's not life. Kevin Samuels kept saying that women wanted everything. Some guys wanted it all too. Like I just got done explaining about the trifecta. You're either gonna get good looks, you're gonna get freak and good looking and stupid. That's the only way it comes. It's the only way I've ever seen it come. If they got good looks and they're a freak, they was some kind of airhead. It never changed. Never. And they're not going to get a roughneck thug with a whole bunch of money that controls the damn city. That's not happening because you don't got the mafia people no more. So it's really on both sides, people having to give up some of the shit that they want. But that's not happening from the female side. I can tell you that right now.
And that's because I actually care about what black women think. I actually value their opinions. But for some reason, when passport bros are saying, like, basically the exact opposite thing, like, listen, black women aren't a good viable option, let's go somewhere else where the women are built and raised to be wives, all of a sudden it's this bash fest. Now, if I had come right out the gate and said divestors are just self-hating black women who hate their fathers and are just weak-minded losers, if I had just come right out the bat and said that, that would mean, that would be me trying to delegitimize the intelligence of these women, which would only further show these women that I really don't care about them. Because if I don't listen to what you have to say, if I don't value your opinion, then I'm going to find some type of way to label it as a negative thing. So when I hear black women or women of any race bash men, American men, for going to foreign countries to try to look for wives, it immediately tells me that y'all are unwilling to change and don't really love these men that you're talking about, that you're complaining about anyway. So with that being said, why are you complaining? Why would you complain about what a group of men that you don't give a damn about are doing?
Because, homie, it's a loss of an asset. Okay? It's a loss of an asset. They might can still get those guys later on in life. But, you know what I'm saying? But it's the guys with money. It's the guys who are actually doing some planning, who probably actually built something to be able to go back and forth between. See, they try to downplay that shit. If everybody was just going back and forth between the country and stuff like that, you wouldn't have this problem. You wouldn't have this problem right here, because people would understand the different cultures and they would understand what's going on in the world. The reason why you have this problem is because nobody leaves the United States. They all stay here and they don't go nowhere else. If you have people leaving in the United States and going in and out of the country all the time, yeah. But you know why they don't do that? Because then you got to pay money to go to the other place, and then you got to live in that place, and you got to still be paying your bills back home, and then you got to come back home and keep your junk going here. See what I'm saying? They take that part out. They don't want to admit to that part, that these dudes got some damn money. They're just gonna keep trying to dog you. That's why I keep saying it's weakness to keep asking. It's weakness to keep trying to talk to them. They're going to dog on downplay it every time. But let's go.
And I can give you the answer to that. The answer to that is because you think you have the right to control them. And when you realize that you cannot control what these men are doing, and that they're no longer going to be looking for your validation, they no longer care to impress you. They're not checking for you, and you can't reject them. Now your feelings is hurt. Now you feel like somebody has taken something from you, so now you have to take that person and try to push them even lower on the quote-unquote totem pole of your own mind. And it's absolutely ridiculous. So, of course, I like to end on a positive note, and I will end it positively by saying this. Ladies, if you really care about black men...
And they don't. He can stop asking that. He can stop saying that junk. The guys, this is weakness. They're not just the black guys. The men in general. If you're going in and out of the country, if you could exercise your options all you want to, women are going to get mad. It doesn't have anything to do with them caring. It has to do with you got too much control over your life and they can't tell you sit down and give me your damn paycheck. That's really what it is. Y'all gotta stop. This right here gotta stop. This asking is trying to talk to the women. That ain't gonna work. It's not going to. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Y'all join me. Join me. Hit subscribe right now, because we're gonna be sitting here watching for the next at least 2 to 3, 4 years. I'll be on YouTube, because once I turn about 50, what's 6 years from now? No, I'm 44. That's 6 years from now. 3 to 4 years, yeah, man, because I ain't gonna do this forever. because all you're gonna do is keep saying this stuff. But I'm telling you, it don't matter. Y'all can stop doing it. They don't care. They're not gonna listen, and there is not going to be any doggone reunification or re-other jump. The thing is, guys need to doggone get their money and exercise their options and do as they please. Women do not care what you think, not at all. They don't care. They don't care. They don't really want you. You know what I'm saying? They want your resources. That's what it is. And you know, unless they're just highly physically attracted to you, and that don't happen with a lot of guys. So, but it's weakness to keep asking this. It's weakness. This right here to me is just weakness to keep trying to like ladies this and ladies that. They don't give a damn. You ain't gonna never hear me making a video talking about well, women, if you really care this and that, you ain't gonna never hear from me. Never. Let's roll. Let me finish up.
And you really care about your men, and you really care about the men that you're complaining about, then what you would do is stop and listen to what these men are saying.
Look, I can't let him finish right now. I'm gonna grab my vape pen because I gotta hit that joker. I got some Delta, whatever it is, or whatever, some weed shit. Let me grab that right quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's let the dude finish up and get and close this one out, guys.
I'm not saying there are certain black guys who are doing it because they don't like black women or whatever the situation. They're evil with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that those men don't exist. But when you hear black men talk about why they chose these women, it ain't because the woman is not black or whatever, or it ain't got nothing to do with the color of a woman's skin. It's about the way that these women operate. And if you look at the way that the women that these men are going for, the way that they operate, if you're looking at that in a negative light and you're saying, listen, I can't do that. I would never do that. That is beneath me. I'm too good for that. I don't need to do that, etc. I don't care about what that man wants. Then please don't complain. But if you do love these men, you would listen.
See, he just answered his own question. If you do love these men, you would listen. Are they listening? Nope. That ought to tell y'all something right there. That ought to tell you something right there. Look, black women in particular have not listened. Kevin Samuels had a whole doggone show. You've been begging them to take off them wigs. You've been begging them to take off them lashes. You've been begging them to start shaking their ass. They won't do none of that shit either. They don't care what you think. This for the black man right here. They don't care what you think. You better get your money, and you better try to doggone make yourself where you got some options in life. Black women don't give a fuck what you think. They really don't. They're going to live their life, and that's what that is. This is not like, our culture is not like the Hispanics or you know what I'm saying, or the Asians. Okay, it's not the same. Even the Caucasians. Our culture is different from all the other ones. They don't give a fuck. Some of those people might care about families. The other cultures, they care about families and stuff like that. It's not black culture. Not most of it anyway. You have to kind of build that. Let's let them finish up and get on out of here.
Now I know what women are going to say next.
I don't give a fuck.
Most black men can't afford to have a traditional woman, etc., right? That's what women are going to say. These men can't afford to have it. When the truth of the matter is that this society puts you in a position to not need that man. This society puts you in a position. So when someone says to you, your man, you make $85,000 all by yourself. Your man.
Okay, y'all. Now just deteriorating into straight fucking weakness. This is just begging now.
And make $100,000 all by himself, right?
Nobody cares.
So your man wants you to quit your job.
Nobody cares.
Be a stay-at-home housewife, right? A homemaker off of his $100,000 salary, and maybe some other part-time thing he got going on. You're going to look at that and say, that would be me stepping down. That's me stepping down. I'm not going to let go of certain elements of my lifestyle that I've come to enjoy to be his wife. Even though
they don't give a fuck, they're going to live their life. That's what I just said a little while ago. You know, so he already knows the answer. But you still asking him anyway, and that's why I played the video. You got to stop that bullshit. Because you know the answer. If you watch my video right now, you know the answer. Stop asking them. Stop. You make yourself look like a weak ass bitch. I don't care how intelligent and all these big words this dude using and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. But let's go.
No, he's a good man and he's looking for a wife. Whereas a woman from another country not making what you making is going to look at that and say, dang, that's an instant come up for her. That's an instant come up for her. And she going to be childless, and she going to be super fit, and she going to be feminine. She ain't going to have no problem cooking, cleaning. She ain't going to be none of this complaining, fighting, bickering that we got to do dealing with some of y'all. She ain't strong-minded and independent, as if, and want to promote that as if that's what a man wants. Like we care about if you, we want you to be strong-minded and independent. No, y'all got this thing totally misconstrued, some of y'all. So, I really believe that a lot of women, bruh, like, y'all, like, it's like you want a man to teach you how to be a woman. And men who got their business together, their lives together, their priorities straight, they ain't got time to do that. But I really feel that these women could learn a lot from the way that women from other countries treat their men and the roles that they play.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, just got done telling y'all about tradition and things like that. That's why everybody's going after those doggone Latinas. That's really what it is. That's not part of culture in America. Okay, black culture in America. You might get it from an African chick. Okay, you might get it from an African girl, a black African woman, or a black Hispanic woman, like they're going to the Brazil and South America and stuff, because those are black, pretty much black women. They built like black women. The only thing that it is that's different is the freaking hair. And the black girls from up here go and get that hair and put it on their head. So you may as well take your ass out to the border and get that. It's kind of really how that's working, guys. But this keep. Why? I don't understand. What I want to get feedback on is why do people keep trying to make this shit work? It is not going to. That shit is over. Asking people to change that have repeatedly refuted the change. So at this point, if you're going to deal with an American black woman, you're just going to deal with the bullshit. That's what I do. I don't even expect no damn decency or nothing like that. I don't even expect it. If I want that shit, I go to another country. But if you're going to be single or whatever or whatnot, but you're just not going to get those things. You're not going to get this, I care about what you think. That shit ain't happening. It's not going to. Okay? Now, you can make a decision as a man that you're not going to worry about those things. And you're going to go ahead and just, okay, well, I want a woman, and so I'm going to just understand that what I want don't fucking matter. You can do that, and you'll be successful in America then. You'll be successful. Okay? Now you got to do this without complaint. You just got to sit there and know that that's what it is. And you'll be successful in America. It'll make this shit way easier. But the more y'all keep sitting there trying to get understanding between the two groups, you just bashing your head against a doggone brick wall for nothing.
And the way that they actually articulate and express their love for their men. And the last thing I'm gonna say is this. You know, I was watching like some show the other day, and this Dominican woman was on there talking about how she would feel ashamed as a woman if her husband was in the kitchen washing dishes. She would feel ashamed as a woman if her husband was in there having to cook and clean for the family. She would feel as if she's not doing what she's supposed to do as a woman. How many women would second that argument or second that thought process? That my man should never have to do certain things. Or if
okay, but once again, he went to the culture thing again. Once again, he went to the cultures. And I already done told y'all that before we even got to this point. Because I already know that's coming. I didn't even I watched that 6 minutes, but But when you get to talk about this shit, all this stuff gonna keep. I see it. I've been alive the whole time it was happening, y'all. They complain about this internet and they complain about all the other things, but this is how this shit. This shit is a culture thing, y'all. It's a culture thing. It is a culture thing. Black culture in America is one thing. If you go to Africa, that's different. If you want a black woman, take your ass to Africa. Take your ass over there. If she got to be just purebred black with the kinky hair and stuff like we got, you need to go to Africa. But asking for these things from American women is like weakness, guys, and it's bullshit. I wish I could stop it, but I can't. But all I'm gonna do is just put it out there so maybe some other brothers won't waste their time doing this. It's a waste of time. They do not care. The culture here is not one that's built around this type of thing.
If he should, or if he does, it should be rare to, if ever happening, because I take pride in my job or my role in this household as his wife. How many American women even think like that? And, you know, is it too much for a man to ask for his woman to cherish and actually honor her role as a woman?
Yes, it's too fucking much in America. Let me just go ahead and answer that for you. Yes, it's too god doggone much. That's why I'm making this video right now and telling the guy I need to shut the fuck up. Go on about your business, get your money, and go somewhere else if that's what you're going to do. It's too much to ask for here. In America, it's way too much to ask for. It is not part of the culture. Not black American culture. Okay? Then you get, you know what I'm saying, you fuck around and start dating like Hispanic women that live here. Because y'all know, if you notice that we don't really have that, you don't really have this issue outside of black people. So they even calling it passport bros. It's making a black people thing pretty much. This is awakening of black men is kind of what it is. It is too much to ask this though. Here in America, you asking for just way too much. It's not about them and what they don't have to, what they got to do, or them not having a choice. It's about you not understanding that, okay, in America, things don't work this way. So I'm asking for something that they don't sell here. Okay? It's like, you know, you going to freaking Walmart. Well, they sell pretty much everything in Walmart. They don't sell cars in Walmart. They probably will sell cars one day. This like you going to Walmart and telling them that you want one of the cars in the parking lot and you want a Carfax for it and all the other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you should be down at the car dealership because they don't sell cars at fucking Walmart. In America, black women don't sell this traditional bullshit. That's bullshit to them. They don't sell it. You want this in America, you better get you a white girl that's been like not really like feminized with that want to get feminism. That'll work. You get you a Hispanic chick, that always works. In most cases, unless they just went with them and start going with other. The Hispanic values, as far as that goes with the women, the world over, everybody goes after them. All the love stories and stuff like that, most of the people get hell, even doggone. Just watch this, y'all. Look at, they always bring up like TV shit. A good example, Hitch. Okay? The movie Hitch with Will Smith in it. He was trying to get the white dude hooked up with another white dude, but he started liking a Hispanic chick. I'm telling y'all, that's what y'all want to do in America. If you want to do this in America, and it's not to be mean, man. It's just what it is. It's not that it's bad. It's just that you have to understand. The black women in America don't sell that traditional bullshit. To them, that's bullshit. I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I don't cook, I don't clean. I'm gonna tell you how I got this ring. It's in all the songs. Look at black girl culture. Hot girl summer, you know we got it lit. Real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? They telling you. They're not. And y'all keep asking. I'm gonna let this finish because y'all need to stop asking.
In the context of this family, granted, this man can play his masculine role in that household. What is wrong with that? I tell you, it ain't nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that the man's gonna, do all this abuse. Like this, what women be talking about. They always make it seem like it's abuse. No, there are certain men out here who just want their woman to play the role of a woman. Take it easy. Bask in your femininity. Do what you want to do. But please do take care of your responsibilities as a woman.
Well, see, they're gonna go into abuse and stuff like that because in America, the traditional stuff in black culture is looked at as being a slave. They see it as abuse. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. You gotta stop asking for it. This thing that you're asking for, they see it as beneath them, or slavery. And there ain't no black people trying to do slavery. You just gotta roll with them on that one. I understand that the black women in America see being a wife as being a slave, and they don't want to be a slave. I understand that because I'm a black person in America, and we done got treated. We done went through slavery. I don't want to be a slave, so I understand their side of it. He's trying to act like he wants to understand that side of it, but once you understand that side of it, you already know what you have to do. That's my point. I understand their side of it. So I know what I have to do. If I want that in America, I want a black girl in America, I got to cook. Because she probably don't do it. I do it now. I do it all the time. I cook for myself. I don't even burden them with that. Because they got to work, they're doing other stuff. I don't even burden them with that. You're not going to get it here. It's not happening. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just they don't do it here. Okay? It's like going to a certain bar and some bars will let you in with do-rags on and sagging, and some won't. If you want to dress a certain type of way, you got to go to that one. And if you want to dress this type of way, you got to go to this one. Okay? All right? So it's kind of the same thing. It's not, y'all overthinking this to me.
And I'm going to take care of all of mine as a man. That box is going to stay checked. So I'm going to take pride in my role. How about you take pride in yours? What's wrong with that? When other men of other races and other cultures ask for it, and they don't even have to ask for it, they just get it. But when they ask for it and they're in position to receive it, it ain't never an issue. But when the black man asks for it, oh my God.
It's the culture. It's the culture, homie. You just too much on American black culture. That shit fucking sucks. It does. I know, I get you, but you keep talking about, see, notice how I was able to go and look at the other doggone races and other things to talk about their traditions and their stuff. So I understand why they're getting what they get. I understand that because of their culture. But black American culture says that you don't get that. So if you want to do that in America, you have to understand that that's what that is.
Oh my God. So I would love to hear y'all comments on this topic of discussion. To be trying to get in this urban politics, and I'm checking out on y'all. Deuce.
All right. Let me hit the pause button on here. Matter of fact, let me see if I can go down here and comment. I'm gonna do that in a minute. Let me finish this video out. I'll go back to that and do that. Okay? Because I'm gonna go and comment on the brother's video and tell him. Matter of fact, I can do that now. Maybe he might answer back to me. Let me drop the comment on him. It's gonna be real short. Hey, homie, you just misunderstand American black culture. American black culture. Okay. You just don't understand American black culture. Those traditions don't fit in that narrative. And that's really what it is, guys. They don't fit that narrative. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the comment on him and see, you know what I'm saying, maybe he'll say something back to me and let me know something or whatever, whatnot. So you just don't understand American black culture. That's really what it is. And that's kind of a sad thing. But it is what it is. So I want to drop that video today, guys, and tell y'all about that. You got to kind of start understanding American black culture, okay? If you ever notice in these videos when these guys are talking, they always start talking about with the other groups, the other things. I looked at this shit a long time ago, and I started seeing why it was. And I'm telling you why it is. American black culture is just fucking trash. The women don't cook and clean. They don't do A, B, and C. Most of the guys that if you look at it from the guy side, a lot of them are going to be blue collar workers forever, never own their own business, which is what most women want from men. So, I mean, like, American black culture just has too much bad shit in it. And this is one of them. You ain't going to fix that either. It would take hundreds of years. It took hundreds of years to get it that way. It's going to take hundreds of years to change it. Y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think now. Hit subscribe. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. It's been Taurus down and y'all go hard, go home. But American black culture is fucking trash. And American black women don't give a fuck. That's just all there is to it. You better know it if you want to deal with it. It's been Taurus down and y'all. Go hard or go home.